Get ready for sports news and entertainment. All right, here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Christian Simmons here, your host of 7 Minutes with Simmons. This is episode number 4. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about playoff hockey, Brad Marchand, and the Intermission Blizzard investigation. Really interesting story there. And then we're going to dive into the Edmonton Oilers, some help they're getting from their fans. Just a wild story about a fan named Tristan Kidd finishing a late night shift and getting no sleep for a quick turnaround. And of course, the Dallas Stars, their struggles continue in the conference finals. They can't find a goal held scoreless in 120 minutes of this series. And then we're going to talk about game 4, the do's and don'ts, what the Oilers need to do to take a stranglehold, and for Peter DeBoer, what it looks like to claw back into this series. And man, what a mountain they have to climb. It's been a wild ride. They win that first game and, basically collapse in game 2 and 3. And, Edmonton just looks fantastic. I got to say, they look really poised. McDavid, Draisaitl, the big boys getting it done. Stuart Skinner back there in between the pipes, really showing off. But let's talk about this Brad Marchand thing in the Intermission Blizzard investigation. I read about this, could not stop laughing. So Marchand is setting the record straight. The forward was seen enjoying a spoonful of honey. It wasn't ice cream in between the periods of game 3 of the conference finals. And that brings the investigation to a close. It's unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. But a typical Brad Marchand, in an interview with Kyle Bukowskis, said he was having a blizzard from Dairy Queen in between the second and third period of Florida's game against the Hurricanes. And there was a video, actually, that surfaced. Marchand was using a spoon to eat something in that intermission, which prompted the question, and it sparked a little bit of a controversy, and Marchand put that to rest earlier this morning. It was really, really funny to read about that. And of course, Brad Marchand, just one of those unbelievable personalities in the game of hockey, an incredible hockey player and a little bit of a rat on the ice, but of course, a very, very good person off the ice, and this is just a testament to that. What a sense of humor this guy has, and just a fantastic personality and a ambassador for the game of hockey. You got to love Brad Marchand and everything he brings to the rink day in and day out. But let's jump into the Edmonton Oilers here. We're going to start with them. The Oilers lead this series 2-1 over the Dallas Stars following a massive win in Game 3. That matinee experience in Edmonton must have been wild. Just an unreal game, 6-1. They buried the Stars, and that 5-on-5 offense for them, where they've been lacking in previous playoff runs, it's been a total flip. The power play seems to be struggling, as if the 5-on-5, it's the same thing. It's a total role reversal, and they're really putting the puck in the net 5-on-5. The power play can't get it done. And since that third period of game number 1, the Oilers have just been bombs away. They've outscored the Stars 9-1. It's a huge margin. And, some of it is obviously thanks to Connor McDavid. You got Zach Hyman, Nugent Hopkins, Draisaitl. Everything's coming together on the front end. But Stuart Skinner has been sensational. 4 wins in his last 5 starts, allowing only 1 goal in each of those games. And those playoff guys, like I said, those blood and sweat and tears guys just continue to get it done. I mean, you look at Zach Hyman, 10 hits on a +5 night in game 3. Talk about a stat line. 10 hits, +5 game. That's incredible. And the goaltending and 5-on-5 and the heart and the soul has just been the recipe for Edmonton. And they're really getting it done. It's exciting hockey to watch. I'm enjoying it. And I'm sure everybody inside and out of the Rogers Center cannot wait for Game 4 to continue to bury the Dallas Stars. We'll talk about them in a second, but they're getting some help from their fans as well. This story has my heart so interesting. Tristan Kidd, a fan from Edmonton. He's working the night shift ahead of this afternoon start for game number 3. He finishes his shift at 5:30 a.m., goes home, sleeps for a few hours, and then heads straight to the moss pit outside the Oilers Stadium. If you're familiar with Trafalgar Square and kind of Maple Leaf Square, in Toronto. It's similar to that. All the fans gathered outside the arena, big screen, game up there, and just it's wild. It's like a concert out there, just a big mosh pit. A wild culture out in Edmonton, and this is a perfect example. This kid, last name Kid, worked the night and shows up to cheer on his Edmonton Oilers after pretty much a night of no sleep. It's all coming together out there in Edmonton, and in Dallas, it's starting to fall apart. They can't find a goal. They can't buy a goal. It's been a tough 120 minutes in game 2 and 3. They're held to just one goal scored in 6 periods. And that's almost makes me happy to be a Leafs fan. I mean, talk about the heartache they must be experiencing out there in Dallas. It's ringing some similar bells for me. And of course, the big guys have to take ownership out there. Where is the top end scoring? It has to come out, especially in an important series like this, the conference finals. Those guys, they need to find a way to put the puck in the net. And in between the pipes, Jake Ottinger has to keep the puck out of the net. He's getting out goalied again in what is another conference final, basically a rerun of last season. Once again, Stuart Skinner raises his play. The Edmonton Oilers show up ready to battle, and the Stars can't find a goal. Stuart Skinner standing on his head. And, Dallas has almost no response. And, we take a look at this game 4, teeing up for tomorrow night, 8 o'clock puck drop. The Oilers looking to grab that stranglehold. And for Peter DeBoer and the Stars, it's really time to pick it up. Lock the cage, load up the cannons, and get things going on the offensive side. Jake Ottinger has to come with his best game of the playoffs. We'll see if he can do it. That's going to do it for 7 Minutes with Simmons, your episode number 4. Thanks, guys, for listening. If you have a chance, like on YouTube, Spotify, check it out. Leave a comment, a subscription. Send me a message. It's Christian Simmons on Instagram if you like the podcast. If you want to get on it, maybe. We can talk about that. Some guests maybe coming in the future. Thanks, guys, so much for listening. We'll see you next time.